Hey boys, that wind is really howling. That snow's coming down real heavy out there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get out of here. Hope there's lots of card playing and liquor on stock, boy.
Yeah. Well, before we get started, there is something we're forgetting, Cowboy.
What's that?
Guns on the table.
Guns on the table, boys.
You ain't got nothing better than me?
Not a thing, kid. Well, just got me a telegram, though. Looks like this snow's gonna be on us for the next 3 days. They said Skagway's got 2 feet on the ground. So it looks like we're not going anywhere for quite a few days. Hope you got a lot of supplies set in, kid.
We can keep the pot boiling.
Well, good. As long as we got a lot of good supplies, we don't end up like the Donner Party. As long as we got some beef, some drink, we can play some cards all night. You know what we need to keep this soiree going? Night like this with the wind howling, maybe a good ghost story.
I have a ghost story.
What you got?
You all ever been to Springfield? Abraham Lincoln's tomb is there.
No, can't say I have. You, kid?
Yeah, me personally, I have.
They say his spirit lurks around his tomb.
Really? The ghost of Abe Lincoln?
Yeah. Several spirits are said to haunt Springfield. The most famous of them is Abraham Lincoln himself. According to the legends, Abraham Lincoln continues to lurk around his tomb, now a state historic site in Springfield. Sightings of the former president have been told almost since his body arrived in Springfield, May 3rd, 1865. After lying in the state capitol for a night, the body was placed at a receiving vault at Oak Ridge Cemetery. In December, Lincoln's remains were removed to a temporary vault not far from a proposed memorial site. In 1871, 3 years after laborers had begun constructing the permanent tomb, the body of Lincoln and of those of the 3 youngest of his sons were placed in crypts in the unfinished structure. And it was at this time the first sightings of the spectral Abraham Lincoln were reported. As he wandered near the crypt, others would often report hearing the sounds of crying and even footsteps near the site.
You know, in 1874, Lincoln's remains were interred in a marble sarcophagus in the center of a chamber known as the catacombs, or the burial room. In 1876, several Chicago criminals broke into the tomb intending to steal the corpse, and they were going to hold it for ransom. However, the attempt failed. You know why?
Why?
Because one of the members of the gang was a spy for the Secret Service.
You know, over the years, the legends have persisted. As tourists and staff members report uncomfortable feelings, phantom footsteps, whispers, muffled voices, and weeping. Along with the president, Oak Ridge Cemetery also has reported that apparitions of a small boy and a mysterious woman in a flowing red cape have been seen on the property.
Lincoln's also been reported to have been seen walking the streets surrounding Springfield's original courthouse and the hallways of his former home. Others have reported seeing the ghost of Mary Lincoln at their old home located at 413 South 8th Street, having a long-standing reputation as being haunted. Reports range from apparitions of a woman to toys moving on their own accord. Most people believe that Mary haunts the house. The house is maintained by the National Park Service today, and the staff reports they've never seen any paranormal activity. Today, the Lincoln Home is the centerpiece of the Lincoln Home National Historic Site. It was restored to its 1860s appearance. It stands amid a 4-block historic neighborhood that the National Park Service also restored.
The most interesting haunting surrounding Lincoln is the phantom funeral train, said to be seen during the month of April on the anniversary of Lincoln's death. The ghostly train is said to ride those very same tracks that bore his body to Springfield in 1865. Reports indicate that his ghostly funeral procession is 2 trains, with the first steam engine pulling several cars draped in black, adorned with black streamers and playing mournful music. The second train is said to pull a flat car that carries Lincoln's coffin. Unfortunately, the train is said to never reach its final destination.
Some scary stuff, boys. That wind's a howling now, isn't it?
Sure is.